Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 56 of the Essential Zodiac Podcast. I'm your host, Cynthia McNulty.
And I'm Audrey Famine.
Today, we will be discussing the new moon in Pisces. As we begin our new month of March and spring starts in a few weeks, I have some special Spring Fling promotions on my website. So you want to take a look at what I have to offer. And for you March babies out there, it's time to order your solar return. So check it out on my website. So now, the new moon in Pisces occurs on March 10th. It is dreamy and romantic. Beautiful energy flows from this new moon, allowing us to deepen our spiritual practice and work in the etheric realms. There is supportive energy around this new moon for creative work, and our ability to manifest will be high. So any of you artists, musicians, hello, Audrey.
Oh, hello.
Any of you creative people out there, take advantage of this new moon because it'll be wonderful for the kind of work you like to do. And in fact, this is one of the most powerful new moons we will have for visualization work. And as we're preparing now for spring to set some new goals, this is a great new moon energy to, think about your goals, set your sights on, what you want this new year to look like for you. So close your eyes and imagine your dream scenario. See in your imagination the job you want, the life you want, and allow your genuine feelings to flow as you do. This new moon is also a positive time to step out of your mind and into your body. Feel your way through the energies. This Pisces new moon aligns with Neptune, the modern ruler of the sign. Around this time, Piscean energy will be exponentially high. This lunation begins a lunar cycle filled with opportunities to deepen our spiritual practice. The new moon in Pisces offers us an invitation to renew our relationship with the unseen and the intangible, and reminds us of the necessity of allowing endings to happen in order for new beginnings to unfold. So just like you have to pull out the old vegetation in your gardens when you want to plant, your new garden for the year, you have to cull away. You have to remove what's no longer serving you, old patterns, old habits. Try to start the new year, with a fresh perspective, wipe the slate clean. So a new moon in Pisces is a peculiar event. With Pisces being the last sign of the zodiac, it archetypically symbolizes endings, closure, transcendence, and the eventual merging with all that is. It's the last, like I said, last sign of the zodiac. So some of the perspectives in the astrological community is Pisces embodies bits and pieces of all the other signs. It culminates in Pisces. We work through what energy Pisces has to offer, and we're renewed for when the sun moves into Aries, the spring equinox, and, the new year begins again. This is a sign that wears all the colors of the rainbow. It absorbs all the qualities, as I said, of the rest of the sign, thus embodying the wise mystic, the Godhead, the yogi. The highest expression of Pisces is the intuitive healer, the one that heals with unconditional love and endless compassion. Reflect mindfully on the beginning you would like to embark upon this next 6-month journey until the culmination of the full moon in Pisces on September 17th. which, by the way, will also be a lunar eclipse. And of course, I'll have more information on that when we talk about the full moon in Pisces lunar eclipse. Regardless of our choices, we also need to ensure that the tools and people we surround ourselves with now are true and authentic. We need to avoid becoming immersed in the twin themes of deception and illusion. And sometimes Neptune energy, like I said, Pisces ruler, can do that to us. Neptune is almost like giving us what we want to see, what we want to know, even if it's an illusion. Even it allows us sometimes to delude ourselves. So we want to make sure we have people around us that will, if we act weird, or weirder than we usually do, well, our good friends will stop and say, what is going on with you? Make sure you surround yourself. And you be that friend, too. If you see your friend going off the rails, stop them and figure out how you can help. So the alignment with Uranus as well brings a promise of excitement of something unexpected coming our way. It's going to be a gentle aspect, indicating opportunities that need to be either created or received. Opportunities that ask us to step out of our comfort zone and embrace what we'd never considered before. Freedom is the ultimate result, the healing panacea that is promised after the work is done. The new moon in Pisces heralds a period of profound emotional and spiritual growth across the zodiac. It invites introspection, urging individuals to connect with their intuition and embrace their creative impulses. This celestial event emphasizes the importance of letting go of outdated patterns and commitments, particularly encouraging a focus on personal boundaries and self-care. Yeah, we really need to remember that. We really need to set boundaries, healthy boundaries for ourselves and enforce them. It's all well and good to have these boundaries, but if you don't enforce them, what's the point? So make sure that you also enforce them. It gets easier every time. The first time might be hard and the words might stick in your throat almost, but it'll get easier each time. You'll get more confidence and, you'll be able to state what you need without any problems. So it's time to seek harmony between practical responsibilities and the soul's desires, potentially leading to transformative changes in personal and professional lives. For many, this new moon is an opportunity to realign with their true path, fostering a deeper understanding of themselves and their place in the universe. It's a good time now. Sometimes, I know this happens to me where, I'll be sitting there and it's like, why have I stopped doing a particular activity? Or, I really want to get back to doing whatever, and I found, maybe the holidays got in the way, maybe, you had a cold, you were sick, you weren't feeling good. Maybe a family member took up your time because they needed you. And all of a sudden, you have stopped doing what you need to do for yourself. So this Pisces new moon is a perfect reset for you. It's like, what do you need to live a happy, fulfilled life? So now I'm going to take a little break. And when I come back, I'll have the new moon in Pisces horoscopes for everyone.
If you're a regular listener to the Essential Zodiac podcast, we hope you'll take a moment to rate our show on your favorite podcast platform, whether that's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or something completely different. Unfortunately, Google Podcasts is shutting down on April 2nd. So if that's where you listen and you can't find the Essential Zodiac on your new podcast host, do send us a note at ezpodcast@yahoo.com. That's the letter E, the letter Z, podcast@yahoo.com. And we'll be sure to add that one to our distribution list. Back to you, Cindy.
Thanks, Audrey. So now the horoscopes for this new moon. Our Aries friends out there. For Aries, this new moon in Pisces is a time of introspection and spiritual renewal, focusing on the release of old karmic cycles to embrace new beginnings. This period emphasizes patience and inner reflection as the Pisces energy activates your 12th house, urging connection with your subconscious and intuitive side. With Mercury stimulating communication, it's an ideal time for creative expression and meditation rather than external action. This phase also hints at transforming friendships and reassessing financial ties with peers. Embrace the flow of change, allowing yourself to let go what no longer serves your growth for a period of significant personal and financial expression. Taurus. For you, the upcoming new moon shines a spotlight on the 11th house, emphasizing friendships, communities, and networking. This period may bring mixed feelings about social commitments or professional networking events, urging you to discern your energy from others. It's okay to say no, Taurus. It's okay. With Jupiter in your first house, it's an auspicious time to chase your dreams, whether they involve workshops, teaching, or other group activities. This new moon encourages reflection through interactions with others, nudging you towards a higher, more committed circle of friends. As Pluto pushes you towards your rightful career path, embrace the transformative energy to let go of the old and make way for new beginnings, highlighting the importance of creativity, resilience, and openness to change in your journey. Gemini. This lunation positions itself in your 10th house or on the midheaven in astrology, heralding a period of new work opportunities coupled with the necessity for increased effort. Saturn's presence here may introduce a sense of heaviness or added responsibility, particularly in career advancements or work-related travels. This phase encourages embracing challenges as lessons in responsibility with the promise of rewards for your perseverance. Meditation and spiritual practices are recommended to manage the stress of heightened work demands. Despite the potential for sleepless nights and travel delays, this is a time for Geminis to grow, learn, and possibly explore new faiths or belief systems, signaling a phase of significant spiritual and professional development. Cancer. The new moon illuminates your 9th house, inspiring travel, spiritual growth, and new learning opportunities. While the journey may involve rigorous practices or commitments, it's an invaluable chance to cleanse karma and deepen your understanding. This period demands discipline alongside surrender. Learning new skills or languages could be on the horizon, especially if travel is involved. Relationships may heat up thanks to Venus and Mars in your 8th house, but caution is advised in financial dealing with friends. Embrace this transformative phase by committing to personal and spiritual development, navigating through challenges with faith in your abilities and the resilience to rise anew like a phoenix from the ashes. Leo, the new moon brings transformative energies to your 8th house, indicating a period of profound change and the shedding of old patterns. This time calls for commitment to personal growth, especially in relationships and financial matters like debts and legal cases. With Neptune's foggy influence, ensure clarity in all legal and financial documents by seeking second opinions. Jupiter in your 10th house opens up career opportunities, urging you to pursue your life's purpose with enthusiasm. However, be prepared for secrets to surface, both yours and others, prompting a re-evaluation of relationships and personal integrity. Embrace this phase with courage, letting go of what no longer serves you to fully step into your power and potential. Virgo. For you, the new moon illuminates your 7th house, introducing a blend of confusion and desire for commitment. Neptune's influence may cloud your judgment with rose-colored glasses, urging you to listen closely to your intuition about your partnerships. If traveling, communication might get tangled, especially if work obligations interfere with leisure plans, leading to frustration. This period is ripe for Virgos involved in technical, scientific, or astrological fields, hinting at lucrative opportunities and the possibility of remote work. Embrace this time to unleash your creativity, heed the messages of your dreams, and navigate through any financial or emotional turbulence with the support of colleagues and a focus on manifesting your goals. Besides that, with Jupiter in the 9th house, it is a great time to travel. Libra. This lunation highlights your 6th house, focusing on work and creative endeavors. While Neptune blurs the lines, making some aspects of work seem unclear, Saturn in Pisces transit conjuncts this new moon, demands hard work and commitment, especially in your professional life and health routines. This period might bring extra responsibilities, urging you to manage your workload effectively and maintain your health. Amidst the potential for confusion and busyness, there is an encouragement to embrace the flow of life without trying to control every outcome. Embrace this time to unleash your creativity. Address any relationship uncertainties, and navigate through life with more relaxed, trusting approach, allowing things to unfold naturally. Scorpio. The new moon in Pisces activates your 5th house, spotlighting romance, children, and creativity. This period might inspire you to dedicate more time to a beloved hobby or welcome a new romantic chapter. With Saturn's influence, commitment becomes a key theme, whether in nurturing your talents or deepening relationships. Pluto's presence in your 4th house signals transformative shifts within the family dynamic, urging an acceptance of truth and changes beyond your control. Embrace letting go of rigid expectations, especially in love, and allow the universe to guide you to unexpected joys and connections. This time calls for embracing change, pursuing creative passions, and navigating family and housing matters with honesty and openness. Sagittarius. Your 4th house is activated, focusing on family dynamics and home life. You may experience slight improvements in family relationships or find support in caring for a parent. The presence of Saturn demands hard work, particularly in home-related matters, while Neptune introduces some confusion, urging you to clarify responsibilities. This period also hints at significant work opportunities, possibly prompting a reconsideration of your work environment. Be mindful in traffic and with family communications to avoid misunderstandings. Embrace this transformative phase with courage as it matures and grounds you, enhancing empathy and appreciation for life's lessons and the people around you. Capricorn, the new moon lights up your third house, stirring a focus on learning, studying, and elevating your creativity. Whether it's embracing poetry or another form of creative writing, this period encourages you to express your feelings and ideas. Saturn's presence demands commitment to these creative endeavors or studies, potentially leading to significant changes in how you approach work, possibly moving towards more independent projects or home-based work. Jupiter in the fifth house signals expansion in the family or exploring new hobbies that could turn into a career. Embrace this time to break old cycles, particularly around self-worth and financial habits, while healing your inner child and allowing yourself to manifest dreams into reality. Aquarius. Your second house of finances is activated by this new moon, suggesting a period of monetary focus and potential good news related to income. Saturn's presence demands responsible and mature handling of finances, urging savings and commitments aligned with your soul's desire. Neptune may introduce some confusion, especially in contracts or real estate dealings, so clarity and organization are key. This period also signifies a time of personal transformation, urging you to let go of outdated aspects of yourself to emerge even stronger. Embrace changes in your professional or creative life, allowing yourself to explore new possibilities that align more closely with your true purpose and passions. So finally, Pisces. Pisces, the new moon, significantly impacts your first house of self. This month marks the end of an emotional cycle and the beginning of a new quest. This new moon is an excellent time to review your passions, motivations, and the things that make you happy. Once you have a sense of clarity over what activates your emotions, plan to make more time for what matters most to you. It's asking you to be the boldest version of yourself, making this an opportune time to focus on your goals and desires for the years to come. What do you want to call in? Whatever it is, charge fearlessly towards it.
I think in this episode, it's been the clearest of any of our episodes, and we're on number 56 now, about how every horoscope is in a different house.
Yes. So it's interesting because as the zodiac moves daily, some of the daily transits, they'll move into different houses. Now, the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and to some extent, Saturn and Jupiter, kind of stay put throughout the month and sometimes longer. But if you say, for example, Virgo or Gemini, you're Mercury-based. So Mercury moves continually. So some of your transits will be more active than someone, say, who's a Capricorn, who has Saturn as their ruler. So, see, that's why you need an astrologer to tell you where your planets are in your horoscope. So, put shameless plug there. But so, and also wherever the full moon is. So in this particular case, the moon is. So the new moon is in Pisces. So anybody with a Pisces sun sign, the new moon, in addition to focusing maybe in other areas, will definitely impact your first house, your house of self. If it's so whatever the moon is in, if it's in a full moon in Taurus, the full moon's gonna be in your first house, and like that. So that's one way of just getting general overview of what to expect. Thanks for the question. That's a good question. Yeah. This is a good moon. Everybody has a lot of potential. All the signs have a lot of potential. And it's also, reading through them, mostly positive. Sometimes, the horoscope is like, oh, you're going to have a rough time of it.
Stay home.
Yeah,
stay under the covers.
Yeah, go hide in the closet. You'll be fine. Just go hide in the closet. But this new moon is particularly positive for everybody. So that's always good. And we still have no retrograde planets, I wanted to mention. So get going with any plans that you may have. But that ends today's episode. Our next episode is going to be about the spring equinox when the sun enters Aries, and that will air on March 15th. This is going to be a very, very special episode. I'm going to tease you all out there. I'm having a special guest, and so I hope you'll tune in. You don't want to miss it. And remember, with astrology, you can chart your life's course.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Essential Zodiac Podcast. That wraps up year 2 of the podcast, Cindy.
Oh my gosh, that's right. I forgot all about that. Happy anniversary to us.
Yes, indeed. Our next episode begins season 3.
Wow.
And we're so glad you joined us on the journey. And remember, you can stay connected between episodes by following the Essential Zodiac on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And if you sign up for Cindy's Skywatch Journal, you'll get more astrological goodness delivered right to your email inbox. You can sign up on the website, essentialzodiac.com.